Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game of Starcraft. We have spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Laralac Crest, the red Protoss player, Arcturus, assumingly Mengsk. Or maybe he's just a person who is named Arcturus and now has to deal with the whole fallout of everyone thinking that he's related to this villain. It's like, hey, last names are what relate you to people, not first names, right? So it's like someone that got named Adolf. Like, crap, dude, now everyone's gonna associate you with Hitler. That sucks. That's awful. People need to get over that, seriously. If you have a friend named Adolf, man, give him some respect because dealing with that shit cannot be easy. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of the screen, we've got the blue Protoss player, Dark Zephyro. So a Zephyr is an east wind, is a wind, I believe, coming from the east. Or it sort of characteristically can be a sort of light breeze, a sort of zephyr, right? And this is a dark zephyr. Darkness, referring to light and not wind, wind being invisible, makes this interesting. And maybe one of those IDs is sort of like, man, I have this ID, but it's already taken. How do I make it cool? Dark. It's, oh crap, Dark Zephyr's taken too. It's like, Dark Zephyr, oh? I think that's the process. I'm calling it right now. That was the process for this ID. So we got 2 gas pretty quickly over here for our Protoss player. And in the meantime, we've got a double scout. Arcturus really wants to know what's up. Arcturus, interestingly enough, picking Protoss and not Terran. So again, separating from Mr. Mengsk. And yeah, so Zephyro, having some issues here with the probe. Oh, I thought this guy was gonna help out, but he is so going to expand. Interesting expansion location. Very interesting. This, I think, is a little bit easier to defend, but play the way that makes you happy. Do the things that are fun. And cool, gonna make that expansion. So it's probably gonna go unscouted. It has gone unscouted before, so the advantage is there for that. Just a little bit longer of a walk distance to defend. Oh, it's gonna get scouted. The advantage, whatever advantage you might have had from this Nexus is, positioning is unfortunately gone. Sometimes you gamble and sometimes you lose. As far as expansion timings go, Zephyro looking pretty good right now. Zephyro ahead. And a lot of gas in the bank for Zephyro. One of the little things that you want to keep in mind as you're playing, I think this is a mistake, by the way, you really only want to have as much gas as you're going to use, as you're going to make use for. And there's no mothership core. What is this? What? Oh, there's the mothership core. Oh, sick, it's a pylon rush. Awesome. They're like cannons, but they have more HP and they deal more damage. It's so good. I can safely say now that the name of this replay was Cheesed to Death. So death might be happening here. It's definitely possible. Took a couple of extra hits there. Unfortunately, gonna try to focus down this mothership core and gets it with a lot of energy left over. This, the cheese already here. The death may be quick to follow. Turns out all you need to do is just build some pylons. And I love this, right? So this is a Silver League replay. I love this so much. It's sort of like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna build pylons in your base and I'm gonna kill you with my mothership core. It'll be really neat. I'll get an expansion. I'll have one, you won't. Sick. Like, is this gonna work at GM play? Is this a viable strat? Probably not, but it looks super fun. So like, go for it, man. Absolutely go for it. This is awesome. And then, of course, in the other end of this, as Arcturus, you're like, oh my god, jeez, what the hell? But, you know, disconnect yourself from that. This is just a cool strat. It's just a cool, fun strat that you did not see coming, and you are now going to potentially lose as a result. Bit unfortunate, but let's not count our chickens before they hatch, or our minerals before they're spent. Arcturus, come on, man. Spend those minerals. I understand you don't have an expansion now, but you gotta be spending. You gotta turn this thing into a gateway. Priorities, man. Priorities. That's kind of one of the tricky things, right? when you get rushed or you have something that throws you off your game, a lot of times it'll help, not help you, but unhelp you. You end up focusing on sort of the wrong thing here. And and he's following it up with an Oracle. This is hilarious. This is, I can only imagine the mind of Arcturus right now. He's like, okay, I defended the cheese. All right, now we can just have a straight up game where no one does anything unexpected and we follow the meta, which by the way doesn't really exist right now. We follow the meta and everything is normalized. Oh my God, what the hell? And then this comes in and all the probes end up getting killed off. An Immortal, not too helpful here. How many workers killed? 10 workers killed so far. Is he gonna get away with it? Ooh, nicely done. So worker counts, oh, they're already down here. 34 to 16, and it's 2 base to 1 base. Long distance mining, hopefully this will get corrected. Nice correction, well done. Well done. And Arcturus did finally manage to spend that money. Maybe a little bit too many gateways, but I think that money might have been spent a little bit better on some units. Just my opinion. But as long as you're spending your money on something, that's a start, right? That's the basic, that's the baseline, right? This is Silver League play. Just spend that money. Even if it's on stuff that ends up not making sense, you can figure that stuff out later. First of all, make probes, spend that money, and then figure out, okay, I can spend my money, but now I want to try to spend it on the best possible thing to spend it on. In the beginning, you just gotta get that muscle memory down of just like dropping your cash, you know? Be like, what's up, my name is Arcturus and I drop gates, and you're just like, the gates just drop, you know? It's kind of like that. Wait a minute, do we have, what is the collective noun for an oracle? What is this like an ascension of oracles? I think I'm just gonna call it, we have an ascension of oracles here, gathering. The conclave is discussing their next big move. The conclave makes no sense because these are Nerazim units, but in any case, they are gonna come in here and there is no defense at all. At the same time, we're gonna have a pretty decently sized army over here. The Immortals could help. Fortunately, Immortals of Zephyro coming in as well. Bit on the unfortunate side. And we are up to 28 workers killed, 38 workers to 3. This is where the game ends, as long as Zephyro doesn't take any game-ending damage. I love the tracking turret of the Immortal, by the way. Absolutely love it. So, gonna come over here, get some sweet damages. Nice, very nice. Gotta commend Arcturus for sticking in it, only having 3 workers, but still staying in the game. I think that, especially at the early stages, Silver League, Gold League, it's really easy to think you've lost and leave the game. But you gotta understand that at this, losing a lot of units here. At this stage in the game, a lot of mistakes happen, and you have a lot more opportunities for comebacks. The lower league you're in, the bigger the opportunity you have for a comeback. Even just the fact that you're building, got him queued up now. A little bit of a misrally here, but just like, I'm gonna remember to build probes. You know what? Get your priorities straight, man. As long as you're getting those probes built, you're gonna be A-okay. Probably defend the oracles the best of your ability. Couple of pylon cannons would help right now. But it's, it's just one of those really tough situations, and yeah, there's the GG. So, respect, very many respects to Arcturus for sticking it out. And of course, congratulations to Zephyro for taking the game with your silly strategy. This has been cheesed to death. If you have an idea for a video you'd like me to do, please leave with any questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, or anything beginning with letter C in the comment section below. And I'll see you again soon.